Welcome to your long-awaited return of Cinephile After Dark. It's been a month into 2025, and what are you thinking about the movie drops?
So how many movies have you seen this month?
Damn, that's a lot. Cause um, Better Man was this month.
Which one is better than that?
The monkey shit.
We saw that this year.
Yeah, and then I saw what's my girl name, Nicole Kidman this year too. So I'm like, I was just thinking of the movies that actually came out this month. Like it wasn't that many, but I probably saw 10 movies this month.
Hmm.
So yeah, I would have to count. You know how many you saw this month?
No, I haven't. He pull up my damn app. Pull up the phone.
Let's just start off with what comes to mind first. We'll save Companions and The Presence.
Okay. Nicole Kidman's movie.
Okay,
What was that one called?
Baby Girl.
Baby Girl. Yeah. I saw that with my wife, and we kind of knew what to. Nah, we didn't really know what to expect, but we just knew it was one of those cat and mouse type sexual tension type movies, and it was a good time. It was Nicole Kidman acted brilliantly in it. I don't know the young man's name who her co-star was, but it was just an interesting movie to watch. To watch her try to process this out of everything that was going on and satisfy herself, but still trying to keep her marriage intact.
Her processing was great. I loved it that confusion on her, like, I want this shit done. It was amazing acting.
Yeah, her sexual acting was top notch. It was truly believable that she was getting pleasure right then and there.
That movie was excellent. The acting was great. The chemistry was amazing. Nicole Kidman was obviously amazing. I don't know who the dude is. It was sometimes where I didn't necessarily believe him, but ultimately he did a great performance of controlling situations and like really having that dominant, like, no, putting his foot down on shit. I love the performances they put on. I love the story it told. Um, what's my nigga Antonio Banderas, was that him? Yeah, he had to go all like that, but it was cold though. Like the dude's character was so cold to me because, like I said, he had that control. He knew how to train her, and with the dog too. So he really had the skills to pay the bills. And when it came to the husband, it was like, hey, we can squab, but I'm not, I can take care of you, but we can talk this shit out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just thought it was cold. It was a really good movie. I thought it painted that world very accurately.
That helped move my brain because I was getting stuck because it's been a while since I've seen that. But I thought as the probably like the first third of the movie, was I thought he was playing her the whole time or just like in control. I didn't think he was really falling for her until at one point in the movie it's obvious that he likes her probably just as much as she likes him. And that kind of threw me off a little bit because I thought the entire movie was supposed to be him dominating over her, which he still did, but he had feelings. He caught feelings, and that changed the dynamic of the movie. Still very good, but it just didn't go the way I thought it was going.
So yeah, I also thought he was playing it from the beginning. Like I thought the dog in the street was him trying to move up in whatever job they were doing and whatever career he was. But the reason him falling for her didn't fuck with me is because a dominant submissive relationship, even though he's being dominant and it looks to the negative to normies, it looks like he's treating her like shit. But no, that's their rhythm. You know what I mean? Like, so I understood that. So that didn't affect his role for me, or didn't affect the way I felt about the movie. I thought it made me enjoy it more.
Me and my wife had different opinions on the meaning of the ending. So it's spoiler and all this.
Yeah, that's just a mother.
He had moved to like another country, and they showed him in the room with a dog, and I thought it was just a metaphor of that was Nicole Kidman. The dog was Nicole Kidman, and that was just the metaphor of their relationship. But Hannah actually thought that that dog was his, and he was scheming. He was going around scheming women with that kind of setup. Like him and the dog will go around doing that to other ladies, which she can't speak on because she's not here. But
no, I agree with you. That was her visualizing, because she had to get to where she needed to go for the sexual experience. She had to feel that type of dominance, so that's what she visualized. But like I said, I did think he was setting her up the entire time to move up into the company.
So also her assistant, the black female, I don't remember the actress's name, but also at one point she was like, "Hey, I know what's been going on. You'll never see him again." And at that point, I thought maybe him and her were together, and they were setting up Nicole Kidman, and maybe that was the plan all along. But there are some words in the movie that I didn't know which one he was talking about. I think he said, "I can be myself when I'm with you," and something about I can be myself when he's with the black girl.
I think he can be himself when he's with Nicole Kidman, or they both his version of themselves. That's how I take it. Yeah, certain women you can be a certain way with, like, and certain women that I want to hang out with her. I want to bring her out in public. I want her to be on my arm when I'm kicking it, with my friends. But it's other ones. I want you in the closet, and I want you on your knees, and I want you praying to God. Me, God.
I don't remember what I scored this movie, but I know I enjoyed it. I know the wife enjoyed it. It was just a good date night, freaky ass movie.
Yeah. You said you knew what you were getting into. I knew what I was getting into too, but when I got in the movie, I went by myself. I was really happy I went by myself. It was weird. My score was an 8.5 out of 10, and I gave 2 hands up. That shit was amazing to me. And then the fucking soundtrack, that I Will Be Your Father. I know I heard that song before, but god damn, that song banging. It's like during the aftercare, I think they was done like doing whatever they was doing, and dude was just dancing, but the song was playing, and it was cold. It's something a pattern that I noticed in my movie ratings. So it was a series of movies this month. Actually, I gave everything got around a C+. So I thought this was a really good January, for January anyways. But I got like 3 movies that were all 1 point away from each other. But the one I liked least got the higher score, and the other ones got lower, even though I liked them way more. And I'm just trying to figure out, is there a flaw in my grading system? But it could be a flaw in my watching. You know what I'm saying? Like, not a flaw in my watching, but a flaw in my mood. Like, yeah, we talk about January up and down, not emotional, but like, just like fucking dark days of winter. So that, I'm sure that played a role in that shit.
Absolutely. I feel like I didn't go to the movies a lot this January. I don't have a number in my head, but I just feel like I didn't go a lot.
You did go a lot though. That's how bad January's been. Or not a lot, but like I said, I don't know when you saw Baby Girl, but I'm assuming that was after the year. We saw the monkey movie. What's that guy name? Better Man, Wolfman, Companion. You saw The Present. I saw The Presents too. I saw Flight Risk. Did you see One of Them Days?
Yeah.
Yep. So like, you really got it in. That's a telling sign of how January is whooping ass. Right? Because I was thinking that too. I had a couple of our videos like, I've actually been going to the movies a lot, but I feel like I'm not getting my fix. But you know what? We are off rhythm, me, you, and Hannah. We haven't, our going to the movies together has been sparingly. You know what I mean? We haven't had 2 weeks in a row like really this whole month, and that's strange. And we haven't been doing our reviews, so we haven't been getting our social connection in with the conversations.
Flexing that mental muscle of speaking like that. Yeah. Well, you've been doing reviews. So,
but it's different when you're talking to somebody. They're better.
True. I was excited for this movie. It's a buddy comedy. It's a 2 female leads comedy. It's a 2 female leading in a comedy film, which hasn't been done, they said, since Girls Trip.
Yeah.
Which was probably like 2017 or something like that. It's been a long time. So I was very excited for this. I like the people behind it. I know Issa Rae was the director or the producer.
She's a producer, yeah.
She was a producer on this. I'm a fan of her and her work. Big fan of Keke Palmer. Big fan of SZA. It was her acting debut. And it was a great time. From beginning to end, it was just one of those movies that you can just put on. That's going to be one of those, not cult classics, but just the movies you can put on anytime. Well, yeah. The rewatchability of that movie is top notch. It was fun. It was easy. Yeah. No crazy twists. No
woke.
That's a big thing nowadays. The wokeness. That's because when you throw too much wokeness in a movie, it comes across easily, and it's not enjoyable. I've never enjoyed a movie that has done it yet. Yeah. And this movie didn't have that. It was just, hey man, 2 people got a problem. They got a time limit. They got to pay the rent by the end of the day. That's it. There's no other crazy stuff, man. Just go out and have a good time.
Let's just put our fucking fun hats on and have a good time with the fucking movies for crying out loud. Why we can't do
that? Yeah. So I enjoyed that movie a lot.
I enjoyed it. I have a love-hate relationship with Keke Palmer. I feel like, I don't know if she's miscast or she put her same twang on everything, but for some reason in this one, it was perfect. Her personality was excellent for it, and she didn't do too much, and she did just enough to let us know she's Keke Palmer. I felt like usually she do a little too much. I'm like, come on.
Give me an example.
I'm trying to think of what's the last movie she was in. No, write that shit off. You don't watch Insecure, do you?
Yeah, I watch all Insecure.
Do you remember she was her sister and shit? I can't think of a specific scene, but she was just like ghetto fabulous. You know what I mean? This one, she was still ghetto fabulous, but she wasn't trying to be ghetto fabulous. She was just, I live in the hood, like, but you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed Keke in this movie, and I feel like since she's been an adult, this is the one I probably enjoyed her in the most. And I'm happy she got a big starring role. I don't know if she's been a lead lady since she's been an adult. So, but like I said, it was fun. The rewatchability is crazy. It's a fun time in the movie theater. Now, I actually saw it twice. The second time I went, I had this question, because there's a wide range of laughter. It's a lot of white people going to this movie. So, and I feel like I heard a lot of people, black people complaining, like, people wouldn't even laugh. A lot of people say, you need to go with your people so y'all can laugh and have fun together. So, I think it was a lot of good stuff for black people to laugh at. It was some little corny stuff for other people to laugh at. Is that the sign of a good movie, that it has that dynamic where it's got a little something for everybody, but at the same time, like I said, I felt like a lot of people complain like, you should go with your people. I feel like so I asked the person I was with, like, so you're mad that other people aren't laughing, like why does that affect your time? Like, for me, I'm gonna laugh what's funny, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like people are like mad, like they wanna hide their laugh, like, oh, everybody ain't laughing at this one? Like, you know what I'm saying? So does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of stuff for black people to laugh at, and then there's kind of other comedy that not necessarily might be too corny for black people, but other people can laugh. So a wide variety of people had a good time with this movie. Mm-hmm. Is that the sign of a good comedy? Or, because I feel like some black people felt alienated, or some people of culture felt alienated that everybody wasn't laughing all the time. Or am I thinking too deep into it?
Yes and no. This is just my opinion. I would hope when people are writing a movie, it's like, oh, let me write this for black people. I would hope that's not so apparent. I would hope it's just, let me write a funny movie from my experiences, or for whatever story I want to tell. Let me just write this movie and get the laughs in. Not, oh, this is a black scene, or this line right here, that's gonna make the black people crack up, or this might gonna make the white people crack up, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I would hope it's not like that. So I would not want it to be what you're thinking. I would just want it to be a funny movie, because there's just things that we'll laugh at in the movie. It's just like, oh, I'm just more relatable to that, but it doesn't necessarily mean. But you get my point.
Yeah.
I would hope it's not that way, because I can think of some of my favorite comedy movies, and it's not necessarily geared toward a race. It's a funny movie. One of my favorite movies of all time is Half Baked. I used to watch that religiously with my brother. It's about a group of friends, black and white and Mexican or Latino, and they just smoking weed and go on a stupid adventure. It's just there wasn't.
It's just whatever the comedy is, that's the comedy, and everybody likes it.
Right.
Yeah.
But you picked up on
Yeah.
your part of it, so I think it's just.
And I'm not saying that I feel like they were writing for white people to laugh. I'm just saying it was parts where niggas was laughing, and then parts where niggas wasn't laughing, was other people in the audience was laughing. And then I heard people's complaints like, go with your friends, you want to laugh with them. And I heard it multiple different directions too. So, but yeah, Kiki them do their thing. Issa, my girl.
I had a great time. I laughed. It wasn't long. It wasn't short. The premise is easy. You know, it's a Friday movie. It's a Friday. You know, they got to get the rent. That's it. And just shenanigans on the way. And yeah.
One more thing. I mentioned in my last review, but I gotta emphasize it. In the trailers, the Cat Williams scene really turned me off, and I was not excited about the movie. I actually really liked what his character did in the movie.
Right.
It wasn't stupid like I thought it was going to be. Like, you know what I mean?
I agree 100%. And I think also it's because we go to the movie so much. We saw that movie a bunch of times.
Yeah.
It was that scene thrown at us probably 5 times at least.
Yeah.
That's gonna affect our enjoyment of it. So like you said, when it was time to put it all together and actually see the movie, and there was a little bit more to that scene, it was doing a little bit more, it was like, oh, okay, now I see why they used this for the trailer, because it was actually a really funny scene. But yeah, I felt the same way. I was like, all right, I'm tired of seeing this clip. It's not funny. He's beating a dead horse, they say.
Yeah.
But then with Showtime, it was, oh, this was actually pretty funny.
Yeah. Do you remember what you scored it? No. I gave it a 7 out of 10.
I don't know, 8.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, 8. I didn't really see, wasn't a lot wrong with this movie, and it's not a movie where you should be able to pick apart. It's just a buddy comedy movie, and they did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's not a lot to pick apart.
I was annoyed that they threw that big ass art gala. As a person that tries to throw a fence and get people to come, they threw that shit in 3 hours and it was packed house. That's just not fun. I mean, that's just not.
That was the white people though. The white girl called her
I
friends.
know. But yeah,
And you say all the time, I need to get white people at my events.
Yeah.
That's what would happen. That's literally what would happen.
But it's still you don't. They threw that shit in 3 hours. We went over a couple movies we saw this month. Overall, let's give it a cinephile rating. How would you rate January?
Before we do that, I'm a visual learner, and I'm also a visual everything. I would need to see what I saw in front of me, because my memory space can't just go, oh yeah, all the others were. So like you gotta have to pull it up on your phone, or I pull it up on mine. But like,
What you want the
I
movies
just want
or
to see
the
what I
movies?
saw this month.
All right, let's go. So, Baby Girl, Better Man, Wolfman, Another Day, One of Them Days, Presence, Companion, I saw Flight Risk. Damn, I ain't see Dogman yet. I'm gonna see that on Saturday, but I think that's it. That's the fucking meat and potatoes of it. 2 thumbs. I think I'll give it. I guess all my stuff was high 70. I think I would have to give it a 2 thumbs. Mm-hmm. So, I liked Wolfman. A lot of people not liking it, and that's probably why I'm wanting to give it just a 1 thumb up. Because like a lot of the movies I like, a lot of people don't like them, didn't or was talking shit about them. But I feel like everything got a 70 or higher. I don't think nothing got under a 70 in this month for me.
I guess I haven't seen too much about Wolfman. You said a lot of people don't like it? I haven't seen
a lot of people complain about it, yeah.
Wow, I thought it was amazing. Yeah. I thought Wolfman was very enjoyable.
I'm pretty sure I gave it 2 thumbs up, but I gave it a 78, I believe. Presence. So a movie from the point of view of the ghost in the house, but it's ultimately a family drama. We're a fly on the wall or a ghost in the room as the family goes through this shit. I thought this movie was great. So I love the point of view, and I mentioned on my review that it took what In a Violent Nature did and took it up another notch. And the reason I say that is the story was great. It had a great story, and I enjoyed the family drama. It wasn't perfect, but it wasn't boring like In a Violent Nature. In Violent Nature, we were fucking walking in the woods for hours, and that was gluttonous. But go ahead.
Complete opposite opinion. I thought Presence was not a good movie. I was not entertained. If this movie was advertised as a horror, not a drop of fucking horror was added. If you tell me, oh, this movie's about a presence in the house and its point of view, I would expect some tension, some fear, maybe a couple jump scares here and there, some sort of entity doing something. I didn't get that in this movie at all. It was boring to me. You named it Presence, and it's about this entity watching his family. It was only a ghost for 10 minutes towards the end where it actually did something to the rest of the movie. It's just a camera that really didn't. It's just a camera that's showing me what these families are doing. Like, I didn't care that it was the eyes of a ghost. It's just a camera to me. It didn't do anything ghostly to make me be like, oh man, that's a presence in there. It's doing things. It fucking knocked the glass off a table. It was frustrating because it wasn't giving me what I thought it was, and it gave me what it was, and that was not entertaining at all. In a Violent Nature was fan-fucking-tastic. The tension it built, walking through the woods. I feel so passionate about In a Violent Nature because we said this when we did this review. I had thought about that movie since I was a kid. I always said they should do a movie out of the eyes of a villain, and they did that exact thing, and they cut no corners. It was, I would think about this as a kid. How the fuck is Jason getting everywhere? The nigga's just walking. And I like that they put that. See, now I'm about to go on around.
We're not talking about Violent Nature, motherfucker.
Hey, you brought this motherfucker in here.
I hit on it and then I fucking moved on.
Right, but you hit on the main part of the walking. The walking was dope to me. It built tension, and it showed me the behind the
curtain,
the veil, the curtain of what the fuck these mythical creatures are actually doing. These motherfuckers ain't teleporting. This nigga just had to walk a long way, and then when he got there, he was getting fucking money. Presence was hiding in a fucking closet, watching his fucking sister get fucked.
Why in a Violent Nature do we have to spend the entire time with them? When we watch a scary movie from the normal people point of view, we're not with the people the entire time. We still get cuts to the bad guy.
It wasn't needed.
It was, motherfucker. It was a snooze fest.
highly disagree. It wasn't needed. I saw everything that I needed to see from his eye.
And
nigga, you stole from him, you're dead. That was it. And now they're gonna show exactly how he killed all y'all.
And then the tension and presence was great. First of all, when the little girl was, she can feel it. She knew something was in there. That shit was scary. It was one part where it was over the bed. How many? Maybe you know. I live by myself. I do it all the time where I'm sleeping in the room or I'm laying down and I hear something. I'm looking. And I'm like, that motherfucker could be standing right, or like I'll be scared to look. You know what I mean? Like it did that. It did that.
It didn't do a good job of that.
And then with the like you said, it's just a camera. You can feel when the presence was mad. That motherfucker started going up and down the stairs fast as hell.
I did not feel that. It didn't do a good job of making me feel that. To me, it was just a camera panning up the stairs. It didn't have a bounce to it. It
got faster when it got bad.
The camera just panned faster. It wasn't fucking. It wasn't like he was running up the stairs and it was literally his eyeballs. That shit was just panning faster.
When he went up there and destroyed the brother's room because he was mad, that motherfucker was mad. He went upstairs.
Boring. That shit was straight boring.
So and it wasn't boring to me because it was a mystery to be solved. You know what I mean? Like, who is this presence? First we thought it was the girl's friend, and then
I never thought it was her.
The reveal at the end was absolutely amazing. I've never heard a ghost story told that way, where like the ghost doesn't know what time it's in. You know what I mean? And the fact it's the brother, that was a great.
That was interesting. That was
finale.
Definitely interesting, but great finale. No, that shit ended in like 20 seconds. He just tackled him out the window and it was boom, he's dead and he's in the fucking mirror. It was just too quick of a easy wrap up.
Gave me exactly what I needed, baby.
Presence was trash. I'll never watch that movie again. I would not recommend that movie. If you want to see something from the eyes of a killer in a violent nature.
Nah.
To you I just didn't believe the dad. The dad was a weak ass bitch sipping on you drink wine.
Damn. No, I was feeling that too.
Dad was
wife
weak.
was bullying him.
Dad was weak. Wife was bullying him. I love Lucy Liu, but I didn't believe anybody in that movie really. It was just a mosh of actors that didn't have chemistry to me.
I hated the son in that movie, and the dad was definitely like not feminine, but like he was obviously the submissive in the relationship, and I understood why he was like to make Lucy Liu's character what it was. And then at the end of the day, he was protecting his daughter. I thought he did a good job of like kind of protecting his daughter and protecting her feelings and shit. But yeah, he was kind of so.
even like when they were showing Lucy Liu's relationships with her kids, it was kind of creepy how she was on her son.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a mother. I don't understand that. That's your firstborn, all that shit like that. But it had creepiness on it.
It did.
And that again, that didn't make it relate. It didn't make it. It didn't make me believe them. I'm like, that doesn't. I'm sure it happened somewhat, but not to that extent. It was just weird. Like, you truly just had a glass of wine and you're back to your daughter and you're just gazing into the eyes of your son on the couch. That was a weird not. That scene didn't gel. All her relationships with her kids just didn't gel. I didn't believe them.
Yeah, they didn't get to that point like I thought they would, as far as why she's so disconnected from the daughter and shit. I mean, I guess it was the boy was a stud, the girl is a druggie. She was like, oh, I ain't got time for that shit. My firstborn is who I fucks with. And I feel like women kind of are meaner to their daughters.
Absolutely, and yes, absolutely. I have heard confirmation of that. But get some different actresses to play the daughter or the son because it didn't mesh.
I thought the daughter did fine. The son was a bit weird, but I just didn't like his character though. I was happy he went and stood on business at the end. Oh, I appreciated that. Next, we're gonna talk about Companion. I think Flight Risk was my most anticipated before the month came, but Flight Risk turned out to be meh, and so this is the headliner for the month. Dogman might win the month though. Actually, I ain't seen that yet. But what you think about Companion?
Companion blew me away. The Companion was dope as hell to me. One of those situations where the trailer told me a little bit too much. I wished I went into it a little bit more butt naked with knowledge about it. But it still did a hell of a job. She's a sex robot, and she doesn't know she's a robot.
She's a companion robot. You don't have to have sex with that.
She doesn't know she's a companion robot. And
that first trailer, I think I'm only gonna watch the first trailer from now on of all movies that I want to see. I'm gonna go to the movies. I don't need to be sold anymore. So I think I can get rid of watching second trailers, even though it didn't affect my experience. But that first trailer, I was so curious, like, what the fuck is going on? And then Jack Quaid being a bad guy, it looked like he was a bad guy, making her burn her fucking self. I thought he was just gonna be like an abuser, you know what I mean? But AI, I'm in love with seeing how the AI is gonna fucking end the earth. So I like all those movies. And so when I found out she was a sex robot, while I was mad that I got that information, I was also excited because AI. Sophie Thatcher, she's amazing. That's the dog. Yeah. So I seen her in Heretic last year, and she was amazing. That like she can act her ass off. I don't know if I know her from anything else other than these two, but she knows how to get an emotion across. And while I was watching the movie, I was like, she's acting too good to be a robot. like her indecision or her like not knowing how to handle the situation. I'm like, a robot wouldn't have this type of turmoil. They'd be like, no, you know what I mean? But
she was hacked. So
but it was a dope ass. She did an amazing job. I liked a lot of the underlying themes of the movie. With this AI shit is gonna be like here soon. Like, I don't know if I should say this, but I don't want to see them as equals, right? Like, I'm gonna get canceled 20 years from now, right? For saying that. Like I don't like, and I didn't notice that till I just saw the last movie, the Love Me, because the other.
You saw Love Me with the satellites?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
The other movies, for some reason, they didn't bother me, but are they pushing something on us they're trying to get us to feel emotions about her? Because I was really torn on the beach with the millionaire, like how to feel about it. You know what I mean? Like that was a weird thing to put. Not like it was good movie making, but I'm saying it put the viewer in a weird position. Like, come on, dog, you can't do that. But she's an instrument, right? Right? What the fuck?
Hey, let me know. I, for one, welcome our new overlord to the future. Don't kill me, y'all.
That one listen to us too.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's wild.
That was great writing. Great writing, great acting. Everybody made me believe. It had multiple twists that truly caught me off guard. The story was dope. I didn't think it was going to be murders and cover-ups and shit like that. It was killing everybody. Every 5 minutes somebody was getting fucking murdered. And I just didn't see that coming. And it was just piling more shit on. How are they going to get out of this? And him modding his girlfriend, the companion robot. I thought that was dope because that's something someone would do.
Hell yeah.
Definitely, whenever that time comes when we get Android, somebody's modding that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's really scary.
Yeah, and to mod it to fucking kill, like, that was so dope. It was just interesting because that's gonna happen.
It's really going to happen.
Yeah. I forgot the main dude's name, but his acting was fantastic in this. He wasn't. Oh yeah, he wasn't a bad guy. He thought he was doing the right thing, using an instrument that he owns, well, leased, or didn't he rent it or some shit? Yeah. An instrument he was leasing, he jailbroke it, and he thought he was doing the right thing by having it murder a Russian mob member who he thought hurts people. Yeah. Obviously, shit goes sideways, and it wasn't what we thought. And he was just trying to get out of the situation, but dig himself into a further hole.
Yeah, he fucked dog on that shit.
Absolutely. But his feelings towards her were real. Correct.
Like yeah.
That's.
Hey, y'all help us out, man. Are we fucking weird? Right? We're literally gonna get canceled in 20 years for this shit.
It was a great movie. Just with a cool story, multiple interesting, dope twists, great acting, and it was
funny as hell.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Not relatable, but just you can see that actually happening. That's something that's like, wow, that's not too far fetched. So the second robot truly caught me off guard. I was not expecting that. Up until the second he said that shit. As soon as he said it, I gasped. Like, oh damn.
I kind of expected that. One thing I've heard you say it, and a couple other people say it. What other twists? I feel like nothing else surprised me. Nothing really surprised me. A lot of people saying it was like twists and turns. Tell me a couple twists that you noticed.
Well, a twist to me is he jailbroke her. Like I didn't see that.
They said that in the preview, so I knew that.
Oh
yeah.
See, I don't remember what they said.
Because I remember when I was saying like my lineup for January, I said he jailbreaks his robot, so I got it from somewhere.
Well, if you didn't see the trailer,
yeah,
that's a twist, technically, right? He jailbreaks a robot. He trained his robot to kill somebody. Like, he didn't just flat out say, kill that person. He had to manipulate her into killing him and put her in that position to do it. The second robot was a twist to me.
That's just a sticky situation. Like, the dude that let her go back into the house. The dude from
Technician.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Well, they kind of said, like, he's one of the sympathizers of robots. Like, he's against, like, hey man, they shouldn't be used like this. We should welcome our new overlords. He was really for them. So he's like, hey man, fuck it. I'm unlocking you. Go get money. Mm-hmm. So I like how they didn't have to go back to him. They didn't have to explain a lot, because I think she said it, or somebody said it when he went back in the house, or when she went back in the house. Somebody said that dude's stance, or like even when he was, when the two technicians came and they were working on him, he was trying to, fix her, or like he was trying to really help. And dude was like, man, don't fucking waste your time, like the blah 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 blah. And he was just like, you could see his
the wheel spinning.
Yeah, not remorse, but you could just see his like, man, we shouldn't treat him like this. Man, that's a fucking robot. We'll plug her in and she'll be fine. But yeah, so.
How are we going to navigate that, man?
Easy, man. Just enjoy it, man. And welcome to New Overlords. It's easy.
I'm saying you're going to treat them like... So you go on a call and the bot is having an argument with his girlfriend. How are you treating this situation?
Power down.
So you treat him like a...
Well, that solves my case and gets me out of there. Why wouldn't I do that? Reset, motherfucker. Reboot. Yeah, motherfucker. Fucking, hey man, y'all should figure this shit out, man. No, motherfucker. Control Alt Delete.
What do you think they're gonna do with us when like they're doing all the jobs? Like, are they just gonna like give us an allowance and we get to like live freely, or what you think they're gonna do with us?
No, ain't nothing in life free. I don't know.
These are questions that's gonna have to be answered in the next 20 years. Ain't that crazy?
Sure. Bring it on. It'll make my life easier.
Anyways, fun movie. I think all the actors did look good. I laughed a lot.
What was the other movie that we watched? Or was that a TV show I was watching? Where the dude... Oh, Megan Fox. She was a robot.
I didn't watch that.
You didn't watch that one? Oh, you should watch that one. It's basically kind of the same thing, but it's not a sex bot. She's supposed to be a maid, but of course he fucks her. It's Megan Fox.
What happens when he fucks her?
Oh, she gets feelings. Because she fucking found out how to jailbreak herself, pretty much. And then she gets feelings for him and wants to protect him from everything, even his kids. And his wife, who's dying of cancer, like, she just wants to make his life better. So she'll do anything she has to do that. But you should watch it. That's right up your alley. But yeah, she turns into like the Terminator at the end. She's trying to murder anyone who doesn't make him happy, and she looks amazing doing it. So I don't know why I randomly thought about this, but I had a hot seat question that I just thought would ignite debate. Juicy Lucy's are overrated.
That's a hot take. That's
That's
a
it.
hot seat question. Juicy Lucy's are overrated.
Juicy Lucy's are stupid. It's just cheese inside the burger, like, and it's always scalding, so you can't fucking eat it right away. Like, it doesn't change the components of a burger to me. Like, I've never tasted a Juicy Lucy and be like, oh, this tastes better than a cheeseburger. Nigga, it's a cheeseburger.
I like Juicy Lucy's, but I'm not in love with them. It's not like I need a Juicy Lucy. Because even when I get a Juicy Lucy, I need to see the cheese on top.
That's also a big deal to me. Yeah, like, I want to see melted cheese, not fucking hot lava squirting to my mouth. It was just like, Juicy Lucy's are just a gimmick. Like, I never looked at a menu and be like, oh, they got Juicy Lucy's. Gotta get one. Fuck out of here. I don't want to wait 10 minutes after everybody else eating. Oh, now I'm eating my burger because the fucking lava inside is cooled down. Like, it really annoyed me because I hate how everybody's gaga over a Juicy Lucy. It's like, it's a burger.
I think it's just something different. Because I like them, but I don't.
What do you like about them?
They're fun. They're different.
Why are they fun?
Because it's got a little scalding cheese coming out the middle. Right?
Scalding, yeah. You hit it all right. I guess.
It's a surprise. It's like a Twinkie. Why you like a Twinkie? why they can't put the cream filling on top of it?
Because they don't. That's not a filling that can stay put. It's not hard filling. It's
okay, if it could, a Twinkie wouldn't be the same if it was on top, would it?
But guess what? It doesn't exist. A cheeseburger exists. A cheeseburger exists, right?
Cake exists.
That's not the same as a fucking Twinkie.
I mean, but that's what it is, though.
It's not.
A cake with cream cheese inside, or whatever.
It's cream filling, not cream cheese. That's two very different things.
It's the same thing. It's a cake.
It's not. They got you brainwashed too, motherfucker.
I don't hate them. I don't love them either, though. So, but that's one of the things. Like, everybody love it. It just grinds your gears. Like, you fucking culture smart.
Exactly. Yeah.
I got a hot seat question. Bad Boys 2 or Rush Hour 2?
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys?
Yeah.
Why?
Probably. Both of them are funny, but in Rush Hour, Chris Tucker is funny. Jackie Chan isn't trying to be funny, but he's funny.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
He isn't trying to be funny. He's the action. Tucker is the comedy relief. But in Bad Boys, they both got comedic chops.
Yeah.
Even though Mike Lowry is the more action dude, but fucking what's Marcus' name in the movie?
Marcus.
Marcus can get down too. Like, he can hold himself too. So I just enjoyed that pairing. I'm a huge Jackie fan of Chan, but like, that's not how I grew up on Jackie, so I don't watch Jackie for comedy. I watch Will and Martin for comedy, and they gave me dope ass action.
Hey, Chris Tucker's enough comedy for both of them. He's that fun. I actually had this question in the queue from when we was doing it in the summer, but I recently watched Rush Hour a couple weeks ago. That might be the best buddy cop movie of all time. Rush Hour 2. Like, to this day, I laugh out loud a lot when I watch that movie. Chris Tucker is such a jackass. And when he's with a person like Jackie Chan or in Money Talks, fucking
Martin, no, what's his
Bond, ain't it? Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah. I don't know why that works, but it's because Chris Tucker won't shut the fuck up. Them niggas be really trying to execute plans, and he won't shut the fuck
It's
up.
hilarious. It's fucking comedy. I 100% agree.
But yeah, watching it the last couple weeks, I'm like, this might be one of my all-time favorites. I didn't even know it.
And that's I wouldn't say that's a hot seat. Like, that's just
It's not a hot take.
Yeah, this is not a hot. Yeah, I wouldn't think that's a hot take. Those are two amazing movies that stand up in time.
Yeah.
And yeah, the one is just probably more comedic than the other.
Yeah.
Chris Tucker has to go over the top in his comedy, where the Bad Boys, it didn't have to slap you in the face with comedy, but the comedy was in it, motherfucker.
Yeah, Bad Boys. It's just I love seeing Martin and Will together. Like it don't matter what they do. It's exciting to see them together.
Yeah.
But watching watching Rush Hour, like Simone was even laughing and shit, and like I forgot how much I watched that. Like when I was younger, like it's a lot of Chris Tucker got a lot of quotable lines that I just use in my natural humor and shit. I said she was the bomb. That shit is hilarious. He just won't shut the fuck up. But yeah, man, Rush Hour 2 might be an all time. Or it is an all time.
It is definitely.